So it's one of the many solutions in our toolbox that we think will help deliver that next generation of energy transition projects. Hello, my name is Bart White. I run energy structured finance globally for Santander Corporate and Investment Bank. One of the solutions which we're particularly keen on at Santander is our variable amortization product. So just to explain, context of renewable generation, wind project for example, it's windy, you generate more cash, it's less windy, you generate less cash. In the past, that volatility was just for equity, so the dividend was going up and down, and the debt was forced to be repaid interest and principal on a fixed schedule. Our variable amortization product actually moves with the cash flow generation, so it's windy, you amortize more, less windy, you amortize less. What that means is we can leverage at a higher level because we can size debt on a P50 basis, but really importantly, we can stabilize a project, we can lower probability of default, and we can stabilize the dividend going to the equity ultimately. So it's one of the many solutions in our toolbox that we think will help deliver that next generation of energy transition projects. So my heart at the moment is with battery storage. Energy storage as a whole, but batteries in particular, so BESS. We've been doing a huge number of BESS transactions. The ability for BESS to effectively, when you've got a renewable project, you may be generating more or less based on the resource at the time. Batteries add time to that equation, so they effectively allow you to delay the dispatch of your power onto the grid. So hybridized batteries, standalone batteries, which are able to take power when it's less needed and then deploy power where it's more needed. Those solutions are essential in delivering energy transition and grid stabilization as a whole. I think the opportunity for battery storage is enormous. Some countries are far ahead, others are now following, but I think globally the battery installations over the next few years, the pipeline is huge. I think that's something which we'll talk more and more about in years to come. But for us, we've just done our 60th transaction. That's just the tip of the iceberg. So battery storage is how I'd answer that question. I think that's the technology, that's the solution which is most relevant in the context of the energy transition as of today. We need to develop new ways of financing the technology. So as a more nascent space, I mean, for us, we did our first deal in 2018, which is very near term. We're still seeing that technology around financing, the structures available, the flexibility of those structures evolving at pace. So that's where I think a lot of focus needs to be. And also bringing battery storage to different parts of the world. So there's some geographies which are far ahead, but other geographies still haven't had access to the financing, to the capital to build batteries onto their electricity systems. So I think that's something which certainly should be an ambition for many people at the event, how we can build battery financing fit for all for 2026 and beyond. One of the things which I think has been part of the conversation at this year's event in particular is the essential nature of power as a common right, something which we all need. Power is access to data, power is access to education, it's light, it's warmth. It's something which is essential now for everyone. And so a lot of the conversation has been around how we can build projects and deliver power to all. And of course, one of the events being showcased here was the Global South Utilities Forum. And we were able to discuss just that topic, how we bring power to different parts of the world in a way that hasn't been brought in the past.